What up, YouTube? Timus here. Since I'm doing my reviews for Pixar movies because of the film So, here is my review for the 1998 film A Bug's Life. Now, A Bug's Life got released in an interesting year. The film actually got released in the same year as this film called Ants got released, so we had about two anime films, featuring bugs in it. Anyway, A Bug's Life was, of course, directed by John Lasseter, who, beforehand gave us Toy Story. And Toy Story was pretty much the was really the film that put Pixar on the map. So they decided to follow up Toy Story with a new film, which was A Bug's Life. This film actually, I believe, it got released about 3 years after Toy Story, which isn't like nowadays, like where Pixar releases a film almost every year. They, back then they sort of wait a little because Pixar was still trying to get their foot in the door. Because Pixar, of course, just had Toy Story, and they were trying to, find, new films to satisfy. And so, of course, came A Bug's Life. Now, if you guys don't really know much about the story, Flex, voiced by Dave Foley, is this ant who's always, messing things up for, his colony. And his mishap was also destroying the food stores that were supposed to be used to pay off this grasshopper, simply named Hopper, who's, of course, voiced by Kevin Spacey. Maybe a bit awkward talk about a kid's movie with Kevin Spacey in it, but yeah. Before it hit the controversy, he appeared in a kid's film, alright? Anyway. A Bug's Life is terrific. You had a really solid voice cast here. You had the likes of Hayden Panettiere, who voiced a character named Dot, David Hyde Pierce, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who was, of course, just heard in the recent Pixar film Onward, Bonnie Hunt, who's been in Monsters, Inc., as well as Toy Story, Richard Kind, who, of course, will later on appear in, go voice the film Inside Out. You had Brad Garrett, Madeline Kahn, Dennis Leary. Bug's Life is terrific. It's not really my favorite Pixar film or anything. I do got a top 10 favorite Pixar film, and sadly, Bug's Life is not really in that list. But I still used to always love this film. And I used to, watch it plenty of times. Phyllis Diller, by the way, voices the Queen here with Roddy McDowall as the voice of Mrs. So, and Julie Louis-Dreyfus as Princess Ada. Really good casting there. David Hyde Pierce did a pretty good job as voicing this character named Slim, who is, of course, and you also got this praying mantis voiced by Jonathan Harris. Not to mention, Bonnie Hunt voices a Black Widow. This is definitely a perfect Bugs-based film. It's titled A Bug's Life for a reason. But yeah, it's a really cute, funny one. Great music. Of course, the music is pretty decent. It's Pixar. They always give the best music. The song of A Bug's Life, The Time of Your Life, is a really interesting one. If you guys have never really seen A Bug's Life, it got released, back in 1998, made $363.3 million. It has a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah, this movie is such a popular one. Then, of course, a year after, there was Toy Story 2, and then Pixar became, a phenomena that we all know and love. Although I'm always surprised we never got to see A Bug's Life 2, though. We got 3 Cars movies, but not a Bug's Life sequel. I still always wonder why we never got to see a Bug's Life film, sequel. But at least we got that one Bug's Life film, which is always terrific, so... Yeah, if you guys haven't really seen A Bug's Life, give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it. It's on Disney Plus, so definitely give it a shot. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen A Bug's Life? If so, what you thought of it? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What are some of your favorite parts in it? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timu signing out.